Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. In today's video, I'll be showcasing some clips from two of my rally traps. First one's from my normal rally trap. It doesn't get very many hits anymore just because people don't like hitting anti, and every time I trap and I put my war gear on, no one ever hits me again because it's too good and the base stats suck, so it's just not easy to trap on anymore because yeah, just stats are so high. I need to put the war gear on, but as soon as I put the war gear on, no one wants to hit me again, even though my stats are not that high with the war gear on because my base stats are low. Anyways, so yeah. So I'm gonna be getting hit by Cannabis here, or whatever their name is. They are gonna be going mix, so I'll go range here. My wall is down. I should actually port away right now, but their carpets were way slower than I thought they were gonna be. Because I'm just sitting here in my war gear, I'm like, oh no, now no one's ever gonna hit me again. Just because again, you see that war gear, you're like, you're probably not gonna hit that trap again. Yeah, ended up doing 1.6 million, pretty decent. He is a two-piece Emperor account, 700 plus artifact stars. I believe it was pretty much maxed around this point. I don't know what stuff he's missing, but he's got 195 castles, 780 artifact, 138 blessed, two-piece Emperor, rest is all temper 12. So pretty strong account. They did hit me while I was in Fury, so that's why I was porting to the Wonder, because I was faking like I was going to burn, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. It wasn't even close. So even if they walk back, they don't burn me. So anyways, yeah, decent amount of tier 5, not crazy or anything like that. Just pretty much was at 1.2 mil-ish, 1.3 mil. Pretty normal stuff. SQ1 usually has pretty high tier 5 counts, and yeah, you can see he has 3 11k heroes. Ended up hitting the mushroom right away because yeah, no one else was going to try me after they saw that war gear. So yeah, again, just hard to rally trap on this account. Have to run anti, have too many troops. Have to use my war gear against these accounts, and as soon as they see the war gear, it's all over. They're not going to go for a follow-up, even though I'm not that strong. That's the thing, is people don't realize how low my stats are on this account compared to, let's say, my mini Titan, which is this account, which has pretty much the same stats as my other account in Monster Hunt gear. Yeah. Actually, I think I might be stronger in my Monster Hunt gear on my mini Titan than I am in that Mythic Champ tempered rally trap with 40 mil troops when I have 20 mil troops on this account. It's pretty insane how strong this account is compared. Well, the main difference is not just the gear and stuff like that. This one has 60% counter, which the other one has 48% or something like that. So that's a big difference. This is 13% debuffs, so the other one doesn't have debuffs at all. This has the pack 5s. The other one doesn't have pack 5s. Wouldn't matter anyways. It wouldn't trigger with 40 million troops anyways. And then this one has just crazy high base stats, HP, defense, and attack. So even in monster hunting gear, the stats are almost very comparable between the two, where this one will have 600% in monster hunting gear, where the other one will have 600% in the full mythic with the champ and all that. So yeah, anyways, coalition's coming in here. That's a lot of tier 5. And I was really slow on that swap. Thank God they hit 25s and not 50s, because that was ridiculously slow. I don't know what's going on. Actually, oh yeah, this is the same guild clip that was from the previous video, if you guys are wondering. So they basically came back later. That's the only reason I didn't have this clip in the other video from yesterday, is because this was later on. They decided to come in and hit me later on, so I decided to put in a different video. But anyways, was able to cap that one pretty easily. Second rally's coming in, it's range. It's almost weird to look at that because I never see range rallies, and having something above it and then not a lot of tier 5 in there, it's almost weird to see what's coming in. So thankfully at the time I caught it and swapped fairly well, but yeah, it's just weird looking at range rallies because no one ever sends range rallies. Anyways, so yeah, only did 1.3 and this guy did 800k. Again, this guy didn't have a lot of tier 5, only 850k. Has decent heroes, decent familiars. I think he's missing a pack 5. Has okay gear, but he's obviously missing a bunch of base stats because not a lot of castle stars and not a lot of blessed on that account. So that's kind of a low tier kind of rally lead, I would say. So, and my tiers, like, I know he's got good gear, he's got decent stuff, he's missing a pack 5, so I kind of got to put him a low tier. maybe the higher end of low tiers, not quite a mid tier. I wouldn't call him a mid tier. I would say my account, like my Emperor Trap here, is a low mid tier account. So, and he's not as good as me because I got 1100% blasts on this account. So he's not quite there. Although Not Retsky, on the other hand, is a, I don't know, it's weird. He's like a top tier account, but he doesn't have a lot of artifacts. So, because I mean, there's a lot of tier 5 in there, 1.4 mil, but he's got 11k heroes, or a 11k hero at least. I'm not sure if he has 2. So he's hiding that one. He's got good castle stars, he's just missing some artifacts. So, I don't know, I would say he's a top tier account, but low end of top tier because he's missing artifacts. I don't know. Maybe even nowadays he's a mid tier, but it's hard to call someone with 11k heroes and 180 castle stars a mid tier account. But he might be. I don't know. He's got decent gear too, so, and he did a decent amount of damage. So maybe, yeah, high tier, low end high tier. Sorry. And yeah, this guy 800k didn't have the fills. Only 800k tier 5. Didn't have the stats. 1 pack 5 in there, so that's pretty much the reason why he's doing 800k instead of a million-ish. Yeah, he could have did a million if he just had, honestly, 2 pack 5s in there. Would have been enough, but didn't have that. So anyways, they ended up not hitting me again after that, so decided not to go in. And this guy is the next guy. Good account. He's got one of those what's called skins on his leader here. He's got good stats. Good top tier account. I don't think quite a Titan because he's missing some artifacts and stuff. But definitely a strong person, someone you don't want to be countering you or anything like that, unless you're like a rally party trap and you don't care about people countering you. I do, because again, I don't have a lot of troops, so it's hard to get countered by anyone who's not like a low tier account, honestly, because I mean, I could take it, just I don't have a front line to take a 4 mil counter because my front line isn't even 4 mil. It doesn't work. So anyways, this one, they ended up having the longest timer ever. Like, they're taking forever and they're retesting and all that. And this isn't a test. I think they're just seeing if I'm going to swap my gear or something like that, which I'm not. I basically won't swap my gear unless it's like a maxed account. And even then, if it's the first rally, I'll let them burn me, because if they want to send mixed or something or whatever, I'll let them burn me the first time, because again, they're not going to do a crazy amount of damage, and they might get a walk back. That's pretty much it. For this one though, I think they're doing blast. That's why they're testing so many times, and they tested a lot, by the way. And I'm not sure if you can see the cuts one in the video, but I do cut a bunch out. You can probably just tell by my Fury timer. Every time it drops, I've done a cut. But yeah, and the timer was sitting here. I'm just like, stop testing, just send the rally. Here he goes. Finally, the rally's coming in. Coalition's coming in. It is an infantry rally. They're not even carping, so I don't. I guess they didn't have carpets. That's the way they're testing so much. So, but yeah, anyone who's along the line is gonna get the swap off with a 9-second timer. It's pretty easy. Anyways, 1.4 mil. Let's take a look. 529k to my front line. 893k to the back line. No 11k heroes, but good tier 4 count or tier 5 count. Almost 1.4 mil, and good infantry gear from this guy. So yeah, he's got some champ and a very high tempering on his rest of his stuff. So good attacker. I don't think they ended up going after me again after that. Again, someone who tests 500 times is not going to go get someone who was swapped. It's not going to happen. So if you're expecting a follow-up rally from someone like this, don't. Because if they tested 25 times, yeah, they're not going to rally someone who's online. So anyways, yeah, 1.4 mil cav wedge. Yeah, it went pretty well. Again, I take a lot of hits in my Monster Hunt gear. It is jeweled, and I am close to 600 mix in that. At this time, I was probably closer to the high 500s. Now I think I'm over 600, especially with forts. With forts, I'm well over that now, so it's pretty good. Anyways, this is going to be from Rock, and I believe this is the last rally of the video. So this is going to be from Bbuck Gain. Bbuck Gain. I don't know what that means. Anyways, another good lead. Not a max count or anything like that, so nothing really to worry about too much. I'm just kind of watching the marches to see what kind of marches they're sending. Are they faster than I'm expecting? Are they trying to do a boozle? That's kind of all I watch for these marches. And if I'm baiting in range, it's really easy to know if they're going to boozle me, because the difference, like I said, between an infantry march and a cav and range march, even with tier 4 infantry trying to hide the march, it doesn't hide it, by the way. You got to send either tier 5 infantry or siege to hide the march. Is crazy. So it's very obvious. So I know either they're going mixed or infantry most of the time if I'm sitting range. And if the marches are just faster, I know they're trying to boozle, so I don't even bother trying to swap at that point, because there's no point. The only time I ever got caught off guard was when Oleg actually did it. So anyways, it's an infantry rally, so they're speeding up. Was able to get the counter off pretty quickly, and again, they didn't carpet that fast. I had the Pack 5s just in case they ended up carping a little too fast there. And I only usually put the Pack 5s on there if they're a good lead, because if they're like a mid-tier to low-tier, like getting counter is not the worst thing ever, so don't need to put the Pack 5s on there, but against a top-tier lead, it is pretty bad, so I do swap, unless they're testing me a million times, then obviously I can't do that. So like the last guy, I couldn't swap because he tested me like 100 times, so I couldn't do that. Anyways, so I was able to cap that one pretty easily. We'll take a look at all the reports and damages and stuff. And yeah, guildmates asked me if he tested before. I usually don't run anti on my account, so they don't really need to test me other than just hit me once to see what ends up in the infirmary, so that's pretty much it. Except for the last guy who decided to test me 100 times, even though I'm not running anti. They can just tell if I, whatever, anyways. Maybe they're seeing, never mind. I'm still stuck up on the other guy. Yeah, this guy's pretty strong, 190 castle stars, so pretty much max castle stars at that point. The only thing he's really missing is artifacts and stuff. And yeah, I ended up taking that one in Monster Hunt gear, but again, this account is really strong in Monster Hunt gear still. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the rally trapping video today. We'll have some more clips coming out soon. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.